Do you have any idea what the nameless messenger wants?
No more than you. But that guy is crazy powerful. I feel that he has not showed us all he's got. He's going easy on us. And that really pisses me off.
What he said to us. An instrument of salvation. That's exactly the same thing Lady said. I wonder how this is all connected.
Don't concern yourself with that. We don't have all the pieces yet. We'll face him again.
I know how I can thank you for what you've done. I need you to bring me something that I forgot in a very important place. A jewel red as blood. It is in a tombstone, but I really can't remember where. Bring it to me, and I will be able to reward you.
I am eternally grateful to you for helping him.
My lord, a new messenger has been destroyed. However, this time it wasn't my work. A nameless entity did it. One which has identified himself as a messenger. He was the one who killed Lady.
From what you are saying, Bearer of Calamities, that entity was here before this whole place was summoned. He may be the source of all this, the one who wishes to see the omen fulfilled.
We can't be sure yet, but he was talking about me becoming an instrument of salvation. I was wondering if the Grimoire prophecy mentioned something similar to that.
No. This is the first time that I've heard such a term. But it doesn't matter. Destroy that creature on sight. There is a good chance that all this could be stopped if he is defeated. Now take this and go. You have much to do.
There must be some way to open the
Are you okay?
This feeling. It's the same as when we were pulled into this place for the first time.
Look around. If this tower is really made of memories, then this land doesn't belong to anyone. But somehow, I'm not calmer for it. Be careful.
I heard your voice. In the silence. In the void. It is you who has called me? Again. Who am I?
What is happening? I don't understand what's going on. What was all that about?
Even I can't tell you. Be careful. We are missing something. Anyway, the important thing is that we are on the upper floors. Let's look around here.
So, you finally found a way to open those doors. It seems that everything in this tower is related to those fragments of memories and the essence of the messengers. Look around us. The seals on the ground also react to them. I'm trying to understand how they work. Somehow, there's something really familiar about them. But I shouldn't take any more of your time. As soon as I find something relevant, I will make sure you know.
I feel something near. Suggestions?
Why are you asking me for help? What do I look like to you, a strategy guide?
This is getting weirder and weirder. Any idea of where we could be?
The ideal place for a picnic?
Wonderful help.
My pleasure. Here?
Existential devourers.
Yeah, those guys are bad news. This one is from a lesser hierarchy, but in our current form, you are not ready to face a higher one.
This being, it's pure darkness. It'll be quite resistant to my powers.
Yeah, leave the black ones to me and take the white ones for yourself.
This seal. It's similar to the one that Lady summoned.
Fast learner. There must be one or two cores sustained.
This place is the Folklore. It may not seem like it, but we are on the back of a gargantuan beast, a huge turtle. Its master is the Dark Child of Light, Jonathan Capel. He is the current Fairy King, a powerful entity with the form of a little child. The Folklore is inhabited by elementals and ancient spirits, many of which are quite powerful. They're mostly sealed in statues, masks, and artifacts, which are part of Jonathan's collection. If you have problems advancing because of a sealed area, you should look around the vicinity. There must be some object or creature that sustains the seal nearby.
We meet again, Wanderer of Arcane.
Do you happen to know anything about this place? What's happening here?
I'm not sure. In my own way, I'm as lost as you are. I can only say that this is a place of memories, made of memories. If you look around with care, you may find fragments of the very essence of this place.
What do you mean?
Let me give you an example. The zodiac seals and the columns of this area have some very special features. Activated by a normal being, they become white and pure, but when activated by a dark entity, they darken. If you combine the seal's colors properly, you may obtain a result that can be very useful for you. To know which color each seal must be, you should check the masks that are beside them. If the mask is telling a lie, you must make the seal dark. Whereas, if it's telling the truth, the seal must be white. There's at least one thing I can assure you. The Mask of Leo is telling the truth.
Little Jonathan Koppel had spent his whole life in his huge mansion without windows. He never lacked anything. He was surrounded by a legion of servants that took care of him with absolute devotion. All of them wore strange masks and acted in a cold and distant way, but took care of him like he was the only thing that mattered in the world. From them, the boy learned the most exquisite manners, and to act like a gentleman of the highest rank. When the young one asked why he was there, his servants always told him that his parents had to go far away, and it was his obligation to wait for them there until they came back. When he learned to read, Jonathan began spending most of his time in the huge library of his house, reading tales and stories that made his imagination fly. He dreamed of fairies, goblins, and fantasy creatures that existed beyond the walls that confined him. But over the years, as he grew older, the mansion seemed to him to grow ever smaller until his home became a prison for him. Finally, the night that he turned 12, he ran away. Why wouldn't he? After all, he could never have imagined that the mansion existed only to protect him.
Shit! You remember what I said to you before about being careful with higher Noth? That's a queen!
Jonathan couldn't believe how fascinating the outside world was. Vast green pastures spread between beautiful mountains. Just a few hours ago, he had left the mansion, and all that he saw only increased his attraction to the wondrous outside world. But his greatest surprise was to discover he wasn't alone. There weren't normal people like he expected, but fantastic creatures swarming everywhere, the same kinds which appeared in the tales he read in his library. Both horrible monsters and wonderful beings observed the little one with fascination, and to his surprise, tried to help him. Soon, a legion of creatures began to follow Jonathan, as if they had never seen someone like him before. From them, Jonathan found out that they were in a place called Folklore, the back of a huge creature of vast proportions. The world was changing, and the fantasy was dying. The last fairy tales had taken refuge there, trying to accumulate enough power to survive. But none of them knew why Jonathan was there. In order to find answers, the creatures advised the child to travel to the heart of the mountain, where the Lord of Fantasy was. Jonathan thought it was a great idea. Those statue heads. What?
They were guardian spirits. If we want to pass through, we need to find those things and destroy them.
They can't be far from here. I can feel them.
Good girl! You really are doing your homework. You may be able to control my powers better than I thought.
Shut up.